Hi, welcome to Girls Game Shelf. We are playing Dice Forge today, and this is a dice rolling, dice crafting kind of game, the point of which is to win the most glory points. So there are basically 4 steps to every turn. Step number 1 is that all players receive a divine blessing and get to roll their dice. Once you have rolled your dice, you look at the resources that you've been given from above, and you keep count of it on your little mat here. All players will do this on every person's turn at the beginning. Whether it's their turn or not, they get to roll their dice. The second thing that you can do, let's pretend that we've been playing for a while and that I have already purchased a few cards. These cards have this little gear symbol up at the top. And if I have cards with a gear symbol, that's basically like a permanent action that I get to do for my turn all the time. This one says I get to re-roll one of my dice, and this one says that I get an extra resource. So, boom, I get more gold, and I'm going to choose a sun shard. All right, step number 3 is that I get to choose between purchasing a card or purchasing a different face for my dice. So if I want to get a card, I can move my little pawn to any of these portals so long as I can afford that card and I have enough resources for it. Let's say that I want to come here and get this card. Now, we already talked about the gear cards. There's other cards as well. There's the little tornado card, and that means that I can resolve the action immediately. So this one says I get 3 more gold and 3 moon shards. And then I get to keep this because look, there's some glory points on it, so I save that for the end. If there's somebody already occupying this portal, no problem, I just bump them on out of there, and this person goes back to their original spot and they receive a divine blessing as compensation. So they get to roll their dice again. The other card that you can get doesn't have a gear symbol or a little tornado symbol, it's blank. And it usually has a great deal of glory points on it, which will obviously help you in ways at the end. The other thing I can do is come over here and purchase new faces. Now, all of the faces in the sanctuary I can purchase for gold, and they're all the different resources. So I have 9. I'm gonna go for it and get this glory point here. So all I do is just kind of pop off one of those pieces and stick my new face on. Now, every time I roll, I have a chance at getting these new resources, this glory point. There's the sanctuary where you can buy resources, but then there's also the gardens where there's all these special die faces that do special things, and you get those by purchasing special cards. The 4th thing that you can do on a turn is, if I have 2 sun shards, I can choose to spend them in order to go back to step 3 again, meaning I could either get a card or a dice face. That's optional. If you're saving for something, you don't have to do it. The game goes on until you have finished either 9 or 10 rounds, depending on how many players you have. And once you get to the end of the final round, all players will count up their glory points, and whoever has the most points wins the game. And that's how you play. 3, and go. Sweet.
I got 2. Okay, so I only have gold, so I have to go in here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But that means that I could buy
anything you can afford.
Anything that I can afford.
Yeah, except with gardens.
Great, neat. Then I'm going to swap out one of these yellow ones, but I don't know how.
I've been eager to see, how to...
Yeah, don't freaking
how
know.
Yeah, because it's kind of like...
don't matter. Okay, yay, let's go.
Yay! I love that we all get to keep rolling, because it
keeps everyone active.
Yeah.
I like that every turn, although it wasn't specifically my turn, that I could still move my die. I thought that was really nice to be able to incorporate everyone to still participate.
There's always something to do. Even if it's not your turn, you get to roll your dice and move your little counters. It kind of ropes everybody in on every single turn.
Ooh, I got a moon thingy. Got a moon.
A moon thingy. So you can afford these, or you can go over here.
The side bet card. I think I want to buy this one.
Yeah, you were excited about that.
I know, for some reason I really was. Okay, so I bought a side bet card, and then I put that back. And then that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes.
It's easy, right?
For now.
So when I started setting up this game, I was like, I hate this game. I hate this game because I hate the setup. And there was, the rules were just telling me how to put things in a box, and is not my forte. So I was starting off in the game, I was like, okay, let's give this a chance. And I liked it almost immediately after we started playing.
Once we got through, I'd say 2 rounds, I was like, oh, this is easy. It was a fairly straightforward, simple dice game. And it was really fun.
Once we had a round, then I got it automatically.
Oh, we're all rolling.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
I'm
just go.
You're so nice. I keep like, and I'm rolling.
Okay.
Who?
Neat.
Wow, I gotta spend me some gold. I'm gonna get one of these. Yes.
2 minis.
Good.
What is that one?
This one means I can roll one of these again.
You get to roll both of them?
No, just one.
Okay.
I mean, it says, yeah.
I was like, because it says times 1.
Unless I get more cards.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Just go.
I can't buy anything with these glory points, huh? Well, I guess
No.
that's my
You just want to build those up
right.
so that you win at the end.
No, that'd be like, taking a loan out on your mortgage. Not a good idea.
Yes. All right, let's
Should
go.
I not have done that?
Instead of doing this thing, I'm going to spend 12 to get this one. Look at this.
What does that do?
I get one of each of those.
Yeah.
Check that out. So,
What does that one mean? You get 2 of each and...
no, you just choose one of those. Which one you want. Ah, that's actually kind of nicer because I don't
You
always
touched it, you
need...
got it.
Aw. All right.
You got all your cooties on it.
The theme was kind of cool. It was a hero trying to become the god, but it wasn't really in play that much. It was on everything. It was on the die, it was on the game board, and it was the theory behind the game. But it just wasn't taken advantage of that much. I think it'd be cool if you're going to focus on gladiators and heroes, maybe there's an option to fight one of the other players one-on-one. But it just kind of felt like it was a generic dice game, and they just wrapped it up in a pretty package.
This was a really chill game because, it's just, you don't really invest a lot. The theme is fun, but it's not a big deal. You're just kind of rolling dice. It's super fancy Yahtzee.
I just decided to move my side bet card.
But you can do other things.
I know, but then I could get 10 and then I could beat you.
But you can afford things. You can go here.
She's also trying to beat you. Never forget that.
I know, because
No, I'm trying to be nice to her.
Because you beat me.
Just never forget.
I'm just trying to help.
I really have no direction or strategy here. I'm kind of like a boat in the ocean. Just
A rudderless boat.
It just goes where it goes.
It seems like you really like this, though. You're whatever.
No, because the 10 and the 15 is so appealing, and I'm looking at, I'm like, it's oh wow, Christina has a lot.
Yeah. It's because I got this dude.
I know, dude.
And that dude
I don't know how to
costs...
get there.
You have it. You can buy him for 1. You too can have that power.
Okay.
Because I feel like these little gear guys are important. They kind of make your turn a super turn.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See, that was good advice.
That was good advice.
I don't know, we'll see. I like more simple games where there is still a strategy, but there's also a random element to it. So I liked that you could strategize about what you wanted to do on your next move, but you also kind of had to rely on how well the dice treated you.
The dice themselves are... I couldn't get a good roll on them. I like the idea of forging your own dice, but I felt like it was difficult. I rolled the same thing 4 times in a row after I had forged my dice to be different. So I couldn't quite get the hang of these dice. And... but putting them together and looking at the sanctuary and deciding what you're going to get is really fun.
It really wasn't that hard. The first one you pop out, you're like, I'm going to break this apart, because it's a little frustrating. But once you figure out how to get under there and pop it out, you also really can't have long nails or it's going to be a problem. I had no problems.
No, wait, we're on
7.
We're on 7. We only have 3 more rounds. We're donezo.
I felt it was a little short. I would totally play another 10 rounds again. It didn't last very long. So I felt like once I got in my groove and like I had a focus and a strategy, then I was like, oh, there's only a few more rounds left. And it was too hard to try and change my strategy at that point.
I do wish it had been a little bit longer, or that maybe next time, if there's only 3 of us, we could pre-establish, like, we'll go 15 rounds instead of 10.
Oh, this one again.
Damn, girl, I got 24.
Yeah, but I think she's beating me. She's got 26.
No one look in this direction.
Kaitlin was miles ahead of me on her little counter. I like looked over and she had like 30 or 40 points and I was like 20 behind her and there was just no way I could catch up. So I started very secretly setting my sights on this this beautiful card that's super expensive. It's like 5 sun and moon shards, 5 sun, 5 moon. And I thought she was doing the same thing or that she was on to me, but she wasn't. And I'm gonna spend all of those to get that fancy card at the end. It's worth 26
Oh,
points.
shit.
Yes.
Wait, you have 5 of each of those?
I had 6 of each of them, quietly building it up. That's my turn. I feel pretty good about it.
This is another one of those games where you really have to keep an eye on where everyone else is, because ultimately it doesn't matter like how many fire shards I get and how many mood shards I get and what cards I get. It matters how many laurels I have, or what are they called? Victory points?
Glory points.
Glory points. How many glory points I have at the end of the game. And so I was kind of vaguely aware of how many Christina had, and I knew that I was doing okay, but then I got totally blindsided when she picked up that 26 glory point card, and I was just like, oh, it doesn't matter how close we were. Like, I just got my butt handed to me. There's no way I'm coming back from this.
And then I could buy 3, go to 0, and go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's game.
Well, you could buy something though, can't you?
With a 3?
Yeah.
I
And with a
can still buy
1.
something?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, because it's tornado and I could do it now.
Yeah, and that means that we all roll, and that whatever we roll, we can delete what we. So we roll our victory points. You can take those away from us.
Oh, I like that. I like being not nice. On purpose.
Okay. We only roll 1 dice. So.
Oh no! Both dice.
So
Both dice only
Oh.
only roll it once.
Well, look who learned how to play.
Ha!
All right, here we go. You
Well,
ready?
Okay.
I get to watch.
Oh my god.
It was kind of fun to be a bad guy for a second. I like that card.
All right, I have 85.
I have 70.
It's this card at the end. This beautiful, what is this?
26.
It makes me feel better that it wasn't the difference of 2.
Well, gosh, if I hadn't gotten
Or
this,
4.
you would have totally obliterated me.
Yes.
Sorry. Good game.
Yay! Good game, ladies.
Yes, excellent game.
I think this game is definitely made for multiple people. 3 is a good number. If it was just 2 people, I don't know if it would be as fun.
I feel like it's a really good game to start off a game night with because it takes some setup so you can set everything up, make it pretty, put out the hors d'oeuvres, and then have people come over and play this super fun, not too intense, but not too light game. And then, go to the meatier stuff. I don't feel like this is something I could bring around to my friends who are kind of new to board games, but at the same time, I feel like if I brought it to other circles that were really intensely into board games, that it'd be kind of a miss. So it's in this kind of awkward in-between place, but I still really like it.
I feel like it's one of those games that all of my friends, I'd be like, it's really fun, I swear. And they're like, yeah, sure, okay, explain it to me. And they would check out immediately. So I feel like you do have to kind of get ahead of the curve and be like, we have 17 bottles of wine and there's only 4 rules.
This game definitely goes on the shelf. I'd play it again tomorrow. I'd play it again right now if it wasn't really late. But I had fun.
But I would absolutely play this game again. It goes on my shelf, for sure.
Totally unanimous. We all liked it. It goes on the shelf. Woo! Thanks again for watching. If you like the show, then check us out on Facebook and Twitter and subscribe to our channel and all the things. And we'll see you next time. Bye.